Okay, I'm going to do a video to finish up what we started in class today. So in class, we were talking about discrete versus continuous variables. Hold on one sec here. This is really a thick pen. Okay, so discrete is when we can list all the values, right? All possible values. Of the variable. Continuous variables we're unable to list, right? So variables can be any value within an interval. And it's not possible to list definitively with no changing the particular value. Okay, so this says we want to determine whether the following quantitative variables, so we already know their numbers with units, so that's the first thing we need to know before we can decide if it's discrete or continuous. And then we're saying, is it discrete, where it has no change, and it has like a set value, or is it continuous, where it could change? Okay, so the number of female members of the U.S. House of Representatives. This is the number of female members. This is a set number, and it is not going to change between, today and tomorrow. The same number of female members will be in the House of Representatives until there's another election. So it's a set number with no change. That implies that this value would be considered discrete. Now let's see if we can see any difference between A and B, or if they're the same type. B says the amount of electricity used by a household during a given month. So the question is the amount of electricity used the same on every day of that given month, or can it change or fluctuate over that month? And hopefully we know that we can see, some days are hotter, some days are colder, so our electricity usage would fluctuate over a month. This can change or fluctuate. So this would be a continuous variable. Okay, part C. The number of stories a hotel has. All right. So is the number of stories a hotel has, that's the number of floors, right? Is that something that can change between today and tomorrow? Or is that something that's a set number and will not change? So this has no change. It's a set number of floors. So therefore, it's discrete. Okay, final question. A person's body temperature. Is this a set value, or is it possible that someone's body temperature fluctuates over time? And the answer here is that this can change or fluctuate, and therefore we would consider this to be our other continuous variable. There are more examples like these 4 on the take-home quiz that's due next week.